Actress Drew Barrymore had earned a lot of scorn after she had attempted to bring back her daytime talk show during the WGA strike. Now, after massive backlash for essentially being a scab, she backtracked, changed her mind, put out a very teary apology, but didn't I think quite understand why people were so mad. But it was too late for her 3 writers, all of whom have now walked away from the Drew Barrymore show, according to the Daily Beast. Now, the Hollywood Reporter first broke the news to co-head writers Cristina Kinon, Liz Coe, and Chelsea White have chosen not to return to the show, and a source told the Daily Beast that all 3 had seen their contracts extended, but chose to walk away. So now the Drew Barrymore show will begin interviewing new writers and remain in compliance with guild rules, according to the source. So what that's about is basically, look, when she tried to bring back the show, she didn't actually break any SAG-AFTRA rules, because it's the Actors Guild, when she wanted to bring the show back, because again, talk shows, daytime talk shows, fall under different contract rules from the one that the Actors Union was striking. But at the same time, it's supposed to be solidarity, and there were 3 unionized writers that wanted to strike in solidarity with the WGA. So there's an issue, right? Lack of solidarity. 3 unionized writers. They would have either had to cross the picket lines, or she would have had to hire scabs. So big problem. Big problem. Also, in announcing a comeback, she did break with other workers who wanted to stand with the union. As Kinon told the Daily Beast, "We're standing with all of labor and all of the unions across the world because that's how it works. Unions only work when you stick together, with unions across the labor spectrum." Look, Kinon gets it, and that's why she walked away. That's the kind of worker solidarity that you need if you want to make any gains in labor. Kinon also said that she understood the perspective of wanting to protect your cast, your crew, and your staff, because, again, that's what Barrymore claimed. I would just want to bring back the show because there are a lot of people counting on me, you know, a lot of people that work on the show, and I just want to make sure that they get paid and stuff for doing work. Well, bringing back the show during the strike is not the way to do it. Again, if you do care about your workers, and I don't have any reason to believe that she doesn't necessarily care about workers, you could care about her people. After all, she has shown, you know, other instances of understanding and empathizing with labor. In this case, she done effed up pretty big. She could have done other things, like, for example, using her star power, her leverage, in order to stand in solidarity with the workers, not to undermine them, which is what she did. And look, strikes are supposed to be difficult. That's why they're a last resort. Workers generally don't want to go on strike. They get forced into it by terrible contract offers when negotiations fall through. There were other things that she could have done to help her workers to maintain solidarity through these strikes. Number one, she could have paid her staff out of her own pocket. Would have been based as hell. She would have gotten a lot of praise and positive attention. Instead, she did what she did and got a lot of negative attention. Now, she could have also used her show's built-in hiatus to delay the premiere. Again, would have also helped solidarity. There were other options, but the fact that she didn't seem to consider them is why people are angry. That's it. And again, people have a right to be mad. We need labor solidarity more than ever. Okay? In all the industries, all labor, all unions, because that is the only way we're ever going to get any kind of fairness in return, to return to the workplace. Right now, the workplace is so incredibly anti-labor. Corporations have seen so many gains that have not been shared with the workers, and have already in different segments went through the numbers on that. You have to have these labor strikes. You have to have this solidarity. You have to have workers that fight back. I sincerely hope that Barrymore has learned a lesson here, not just for her sake, because I really don't care about her, but I do care about the sake of any of her future employees and staff that she claims to care so much about. Well, if you do care, then please take this lesson and apply it in the future. That if there is any kind of thing where workers need, need to stand together, that you stand behind them. Ultimately, that's the only thing that people were asking for when it comes to, the people that were not in management, the people that were doing, late night talk shows or any kind of talk show. Just stand back, support your workers, and let them do what they have to do in order to get the things that they're striking for. Fair pay, fair wages, good working conditions. That's it. So again, I hope she takes this lesson, learns it, internalizes it, the backlash, and does better in the future, as we all should.